The first reading of the bill that could bring about a new supreme law in the Gambia was done by the Minister of Justice at the National Assembly in Banjul today. Gambians are hopeful that National Assembly members will, after several weeks of deliberations, do the right thing by adopting the Constitution. Fatoumata Fati has more.
Gambians are expecting a new supreme law that will represent their wishes and aspiration in terms of governance, and are hopeful lawmakers will not be influenced by party politics on whether to adopt or not to adopt the new constitution. Balang B. Marena, a graduate from the University of the Gambia, said he is confident that the coming weeks will see fruitful discussions in Parliament with the interest of the country at the heart of it.
Yes, because I have a high belief in some of the representatives that are the National Assembly members that are representing their various areas. There are quite a number of them that are very frank. I think they will all come together today at least, and then look, they look for the national interest instead of their party interest or individual interest. So I guess that today will be a fruitful discussion.
Usman Jase, a final year law student of the University of the Gambia, hopes to see the new constitution going through a referendum and subsequently adopted.
Is very much necessary. A constitution is a representation of the wishes, the desires and aspirations of the citizen. Citizens are the sovereign people of this country. They have the right to determine how their country should be governed. They have the right to determine how their resources will be allocated and how resources will be distributed. And all those things are catered for in the constitution. It is therefore necessary that when such a constitution is taken to the National Assembly, it is taken through a referendum process, that is to ensure that people participate.
Jase said that the inclusion of a term limit in the draft constitution will help prevent leaders from overstaying in power and can minimize coups.
It has been the history in Africa throughout our ages is that when certain people assume office, if they do not want to leave office, they foster and establish a single party state. And we have seen this in many countries. We have seen this in Equatorial Guinea, we've seen this in Cameroon and several other countries. Now as a people, we say that system is not desirable. We therefore ought to introduce term limits so that indeed if you serve for a particular number of terms, you give chance to the younger generation and other people to also come on board. That is to ensure that we get rid of self-perpetuating role in power, we get rid of coup d'etats.
Attorney General and Minister of Justice will table before us the Constitution of the Republic of the Gambia.
Among a series of reforms undertaken by the Gambian government, the drafting of a new constitution has been an important part of the process. The new constitution has been regarded by many as progressive. For iAfrica TV, I am Fatoumata Fati.
Gambians are hopeful that the National Assembly will adopt the draft constitution.